Today, we're getting into valve lapping. How many times have you had it where one of these silly little sticks just falls right off in the middle of valve lapping? You're rotating and it just falls off. That drives me nuts. This tool, I can't stand. Some days it's your friend and other days it's everything you can do to get it to stick long enough to lap one valve. You get any of this lapping compound on there, it doesn't want to stick. It's too cold, it doesn't want to stick. And it's just annoying. So today, I've got a solution. Welcome back to Notorious Autosports. Yeah! So today I'm in the shop working on this 302 cylinder head on a small block Ford that I'm redoing, which has been coined as the HMS 5.0. Looks like it was a boat anchor sat at the bottom of the ocean for who knows how long. We're going through rebuilding this engine. Be sure to check out some of the previous videos on that. I will link that up here, and you can see the short block build, and we're also going through on how to rebuild these cylinder heads, or refresh them at least. But this is one particular part that I thought might just deserve its little own video, be a little easier and help some of you guys that maybe aren't necessarily rebuilding a small block Ford, but this is very applicable to anything. So I went on Amazon and I got this ER16 collet for a mil. And I've taken a bolt, I've threaded it into here. I've just taken a piece of, this is exhaust hanger rod, so 3/8 solid bar, just tack welded it on there. A little bit of Teflon tape, threaded it in there, and now we have ourselves a T-handle for this collet tool. So right now, for this particular one, I've got a 9mm collet, which fits perfect on our valves. So we've got one of our intake valves here. We've got our collet, which actually, instead of just a 3-jaw drill chuck, this has multiple points of contact. So you're not going to dig into your valve stem, create marks. What you're doing is going around and clamping it from all sides. So we drop our collet in there, and then we've got our threaded top there. We need to back it off till it just barely started threading. Then go through. I've just got an adjustable wrench here because it's easy, crescent wrench, and then this has actually gripped onto our valve from all sides. It will not slip in there. So this works a lot easier than trying to suction cup it from this side. If your valve's not perfectly clean, if you got any lapping compound, it just fights you all the way through. So if your valves are not a 9mm stem, what you can do is go on and get this package as well. I will link it up in the description below. This is also off Amazon. This is just an ER16 collet assortment. So we've got 1mm all the way up to 10mm. So that's going to work on a variety of different valve stem diameters, from your domestics to your imports. There is also other kits that I believe go a little bit larger than the 10mm. I opted for that one because it's giving me all of the kind of medium sizes there. If you're working on something like a big block Chevy, you may need to go a little larger than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you how this tool works. Something else I thought I'd throw up is just my particular adapter here. It is an MTB2 ER16A, which is the 10mm version, so 10mm port, and it is threaded in the top. Some of them are not tapered here, and maybe a straighter shaft, but not quite as long. Some of them are actually just kind of a flat, um, pinched top there. You wouldn't really have a whole lot to grip onto, so that is the particular one I chose, as I had thought about doing the threaded handle, or if the shank was large enough, then you could kind of grab onto that just like you would with your traditional lapping tool. So we're going to get this onto this valve here. Valve stem. Got my crescent wrench here, and just kind of snug it up so that it is not going to fall off that valve. Easiest way I find with this valve lapping compound, little screwdriver, just go on, and we're going to give it a little dab in 3 spots there. You may need to apply a little bit more throughout the lapping process, but we are going to start with that. And just pull rearward, and then once you hear it start to smooth out, give it a quarter or a third of a rotation. So I'm just pushing in, rotating it, and then bringing it back there. So this makes it real easy. Sometimes it slips off. You might need to actually place it a little further onto the valve stem. I did run into that when I had initially tried this tool, but that's a very, very minor gripe. If you just bring it past where your keepers go, it seems to give a little better grip. So it's just a little trial and error. But as you can hear there, it is aggressive at beginning, and then quiets down throughout. Works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. This is a minor investment to reduce a silly headache provided by one of these. This is a short, quick video for you guys today, but I just thought I'd show you going over that. And it's always good to try something new, something different. And I hope this helps out you guys. If you're doing a whole bunch of valves, then go out, invest in this tool. I'm sure you'll be happy at the end of the day. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.